That Friday I tell everybody we're having a baby, and then Sunday I'm putting stretch mark cream on, and I'm like, oh, well that's a lump. And like I said, I knew I was BRCA1 positive, but I'm pregnant, so I just was like, I run out to my husband, I'm like, there's a lump, and I'm like, I'm sure it's just a clogged milk duct. Clearly it's a clogged milk duct, I'm pregnant. And I also have a, at the time, not even an 18-month-old. So, this is my second pregnancy. It's happened fast. It's gotta be a clogged milk duct.
My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, I think a month and a half before me. So it kind of scared me to check myself because I wasn't doing your proper checkups. So I decided to check, and unfortunately I did find a lump.
The doctor's office called. They said I have cancer. And then it was just it. So then I just cried in the car on the way home, and he met me in the garage, gave me a big hug. What can you say at that moment, And all he could say was, we're gonna get through it. My husband has had a heart attack 6 years ago and has gone through heart surgery, bypass surgery. And so he's like, if we can get through that, we can get through anything, babe. We've gone through so much. This is just another hurdle in the road. And I said, you're right.
I did 4 rounds of AC pregnant. I started at 15 weeks, and then I completed 12 more Taxol treatments, weekly chemo. And I had like a 2-week break, and I birthed my baby, who was perfectly healthy. He was full term, little Roman James. He weighed 7 pounds 4 ounces, and that was one of the things with the chemo, is they say it could be a low birth weight. My daughter was 8'12", so who knows if he just was smaller, he's a boy, or not, or if the chemo played a role. But I joked because he had, his hair was longer than my hair, but my hair, I had more of it.
Losing my hair was the worst part of it. My nails, I lost all of my nails. My nails all died. My fingernails, my toenails, it was really hard for me because I'm young, I'm 37, I shouldn't be going through this. And losing my hair and just my nails, I was embarrassed.
Is my husband ever gonna look at me the same way? That was probably my difficulty through the whole thing. Just because I remember we used to watch TV and I'd see women with, no hair or like short hair like this. I'm like, I remember asking him, like, babe, would you love me if I was still bald? And he'd be like, yeah, no. Joke around. And the reality when it hits you, where you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna be bald. I'm not gonna have real ones. Very, very, very different.
Feeling fat, I'm pregnant, and bald, and just the whole package deal was like your self-esteem. And so it was like, okay, I'm gonna go on a date with my husband, I'm gonna feel pretty, and I'm gonna put my wig on.
Like now I'm happy because I can go out like this. At least I have hair to go out, and I'm feeling comfortable. But having a wig helped me out too, so it was nice to at least have that comfort me a little more.
Putting it on and getting dressed and putting makeup on felt like a normal day. It felt like a day before cancer had ever struck its face in my home. So putting it on and getting ready, I was like, oh my God. And the funny thing is that the wig that I got, I used to have that haircut. So it was one of the reasons why I ended up getting that wig. So I was like, oh my God, this is kind of, this is kind of creepy. Look, it looks just like how I had my hair in the past.
Meeting Holly, it was more than just, the financial assistance with the wig. It was networking of somebody who knew other people in the, sisterhood and directions to send me. And
when I first got my wig, I actually went through Classy Sister Wigs, and they told me all about Holly and their program, and I was able to get my wig from there. I signed up, gave them my email information so I can be up to date, because like I said, I like to use whatever resources I can. So she started sending me emails, and met her, and she was just amazing, and the education she gave me was awesome. Like a lot of stuff I didn't know. So You go to the doctors, you find out through people or online, but a lot of the information she gave me was very helpful.
Fill out the form, 10 minutes of just waiting. And she comes back and she's like, what wig do you want? It's free. It's all yours. So I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Yeah, like I can walk out of here with hair? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. You just have to sign here and send me a couple papers when you get home, and the wig's for you to take. You understand? That was probably like some of the best news that I've heard since like before the year.
Holly, thank you so much for being so supportive in the beginning of my journey when things were so scary, and giving me the tools and the people to help make a scary situation, a little bit more manageable.
I would like to thank Holly a lot, because without all her information and education, I would be probably lost, because it did help a lot. I would also like to thank her and all the sponsors for the wig, because without them, we wouldn't be having any wigs or hair to walk around in and feel comfortable. So I would like to thank her a lot.
It's definitely a godsend, just because I think the biggest piece is not just the beauty, but the financial help. To not have to worry about one thing to pay for is just